China's trade in Africa reached some $50 billion in 2006, boosting growth rates on the continent and spurring much-needed infrastructure improvements. Many African countries view Chinese investment as an opportunity and welcome Beijing's strictly business policy and non-interference in domestic affairs. China's investment into Africa since the turn of the century has indeed been remarkable, with trade volumes increasing tenfold and China having identified Africa as the future engine of global growth. However, China has also come under fire from some quarters of the international community for its policy over Africa, and there is growing discomfort over China's business involvement. My name is Nomalungelo Nsenamwa, and welcome to this special edition of First Issues as we take an in-depth look into China's investment into Africa. The relationship between China and Africa is described as the dragon and the ostrich, with China insisting that there are no strings attached. China seems to offer Africa a different alternative to the heavily conditioned aid and economic restructuring that Western countries offer. Over the past years, Botswana has experienced an inflow of Chinese business from small shops to mega construction companies. It is a well-known fact that Africa is not the easiest place to do business. So what does China look at before they decide to invest in Africa? When Botswana gained independence in 1966, it was rated one of the poorest countries in the world. The country was heavily dependent on foreign aid and handouts. The discovery of diamonds in 1967 changed all of that. Over the years, Botswana has grown from one of the poorest countries in the world to a middle-income economy. My name is Nomalungelo Nsenamwa, and tonight we're going to look at the challenges facing the diamond industry in Botswana and the impact on the economy. Diamond mining has fueled much of the growth in Botswana's economy, and because of this, Botswana is considered to be one of the safest credit risk countries in Africa. Diamonds account for 1/3 of the nation's GDP, over 80% of earnings from exports, and 50% of government revenues. However, these statistics are likely to change soon, mainly because of the temporary crisis facing the diamond industry. In his budget speech this year, the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, Mr. Balizi Gaolathle, stated that the country is undergoing the worst financial crisis in its history. And this is because of the sharp decrease in diamond sales. And as we all know, diamonds drive Botswana's economy. This sharp decrease, as some analysts say, will lead to a slowdown in economic growth simply because the government is going to be forced to cut on spending. The big question on people's lips is, why has the global demand for diamonds fallen? This evening, marketing and business guru Mr. Rene Carriol joins us for a discussion on marketing. Mr. Carriol, thank you for joining us and welcome to First Issues.
Good to be here.
What advice would you give on the Botswana brand?
It's an interesting time to be talking about brands. The first thing, if we look historically, the strategy of the business informed the brand. I think in the future, the brand will inform the strategy. It's a complete about turn. What we're seeing happening in the marketplace at the moment is, especially in a downturn, especially in a recession, customers become more discerning. And they're asking bigger questions of the brands that they've been loyal to in the past. And the question they're asking is, what do you stand for?